Music with CW3PR, scoring for sci-fi, horror, and fantasy film and TV. I'm Charlene Harris. I wrote the Sookie Stackhouse novel. The marriage of music and film or TV is essential. I couldn't be more pleased to introduce you to our stunning panel of composers, some of the most talented in the business today. Here to kick off the panel is a video of this group's pivotal work, as seen to picture, followed by an intro by the moderator and the BMI director, Ann Cesari. Enjoy and thank you for having me here.
Next we have Jim Dooley. Jim started his career collaborating with world-renowned composer Hans Zimmer in 1999. He has since gone on to compose all episodes of ABC's Pushing Daisies, winning him the Emmy in 2008. Nate and Jim, you both studied music composition in school, and so we have in common. You both actually started out working under Hans Zimmer. What was that like? Do you feel that...
I was there very briefly.
I know, yeah.
8 months.
8 months, awesome. But I want to hear too about how you guys got to, and I know that you started out with Hans Zimmer, but Jim, how did you get to your first big break? Because I know that you don't come from a musical family.
No, that's right. I guess the odd part is I'm the first male in 3 generations to not be a New York City fireman. So having a son that is really into classical music, when your father comes home smelling of soot, was an anomaly in the Dooley household, to say the least. Not to say I was going out to play baseball instead of really being studying law here at the library. But yes, I did work for Hans for 2 years as a tech from Gladiator, which is difficult to really walk into from a technical position, and then later arranging and writing, and I've been still actually at what was the artist formerly known as Media Ventures, and now is known as Remote Control. It'll be 11 years. 8 months, 11 years.
So, see the difference? That's why we talk about this stuff.
Which is great, because it was really nice to have a mentor. It's like, you know, it was one thing to know that you wanted to do it, and then to have to actually see what it took to do it that way, and then still want to do it. After all the 100-hour weeks, I did Mission Impossible 2 with a hernia, and I wasn't allowed to have surgery until the movie ended. That is true.
And those are the stories, the real stories.
But my first kind of big break came with, I guess, with When a Stranger Calls. I did for Screen Gems. And this was great. They were like, there's wasted on the other. Well, not in this case. The studio wanted, they knew it was a difficult score because the movie wasn't great. But they didn't think that somebody with a lot more experience would go through the paces and take the notes. Take it on the chin. So it was probably one of the few gigs I got based on my demo in a pod. Recently after signing with an agent. That's when I discovered Klonopin. One before the meeting, one after. To do that, which was great. It turned in eventually, and you know, we're doing Assassin's Row to Screen Gems because it's like, wow, how can he stay so calm when people are yelling at him? And in between, yes, doing the TV things. And essentially, with Stranger Calls was my first big feature film.
I just want to say thank you all for coming. I hope I'm bringing up a subject that's not too taboo, but I wanted to ask the panel their feelings on the synergy between licensed music for film and television in your projects and composing. And do you see a synergy between the two when you work on a project? Do you work closely with music supervisors to create like an overall soundscape? I mean, you take something like True Blood where licensed music is really important and the score is very important. Do you collaborate with Gary a lot, or if you could expand on that?
That in itself is a question.
There's also an opportunity, like it doesn't have to be a straight master license, like, but it can also support the storytelling. In Pushing Daisies, we licensed lots of songs, but I always had to recreate the arrangements to make it into the style of the show. It doesn't have, like, we didn't license the Bangles' Eternal Flame, like, because it needed to be interrupted with her baking a pie. So there's purposes where it can actually tell story. Morning Has Broken, when Ellen Green sang that when she was mourning death. There's places where it can actually support the story. It does actually cost a lot of work, but it actually does. When it's a point of the story, it helps elevate the characters. It's the best of things.
Thanks.
Please help me thank this amazing.
What do you have there?
This is one of the pie boxes for Pushing Daisies. It's made out of balsa wood and Mod Podge.
And show the back.
Oh, right. Here's some of Mr. Dooley's score.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's my pleasure.